Ukide woto famugu. Amugu disika ezade. Amugu disika ezade. Ebi amugu ibelipo. Obini kwe kide woto. Ama obini kwe kide woto. Mpa obini kwe ibolanda woto sempa. Mpa obini kwe ibolanda woto.
Yeah, na young gate na. Yeah, wa young gate na. Yeah, Obraham here. He dey play the show. Yeah, wa young gate. After gate we can na. Yeah, ga park among tank ha le ko Obraham. Then collect le ko Obraham. Yeah, Obraham. Pastor. Yeah, the glove ya. Yeah, the glove ha je make treatment ha here. Ndara. Then collect. Banana Osile, Kononania. Boy, dash it down. Boy, allez. Dash it down. Kononania.
Boys have live update. Biafrans all over the continent of the world. This is a live update currently happening now as I am reporting this information for Biafrans, for international communities to understand that the Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Defense Forces are at work. We are in a serious battle with the Nigerian terrorist government. They have come with their many armor tanks. They have come with many armor tanks. We are dealing with them now in Owerri. It is happening live and direct. After the battle in Okigwe, they came to Owerri. We are engaging them match to match, bomb to bomb, bullet to bullet, iron to iron. So this information is coming to you from the office of Major General Gento de Yahoo, the Papa Okigwe in general. So I want Biafrans to understand what is currently going on. That is a brutal war that is going. I want the international community to understand that the Biafra Liberation Army is at war. I want all the saboteurs to understand that the men on ground are seriously in war. The Triple General are doing everything possible means in his own capacity to make sure that the Biafra land is protected. Major General Gento de Yahoo is doing everything on his own jurisdiction, making sure that the Biafra land is protected. And all commanders that are working assiduously for the total protection, eradication of Fulanis in the heart of Biafra land. Kudos to the men on ground. Kudos. Watch and share to your loved ones. Currently, what is going on in Owerri State, we are there live and direct, dealing with these animals. Sabonu na batakana unu ga fu
Yeah, mbo. Yeah. No, I'm on tanka. Le home le. Yeah.
Nyenye mege na.
Yeah.
That was Sunday.
Yeah, Pro.
June 27. I beat a C. I know. Onye mege.
Yeah.
Onye mege nga.
Pro roof.
Whatala.
Mabara na Pro roof.
Yes.
Mona sia.
Now got come. The boss
administration, and I'll be the end to Tinubu, and that has come to pass. And you know what? Nigeria has had it on. Do you understand what I mean? It is now over for Nigeria because you understand that they can never stand Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Simon Ekpa in Kenya, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has defeated Nigerian government in Kenya. In Nigerian court, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has defeated Nigeria in their own court as well. That is to show you that what we are doing something that is meaningful, that is not against the laws of UN anywhere in the world. It's not against any law. See the way they rushed, kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anybody who saw the arrest and the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will think that this guy is a terrorist. Now you could not come to the court to, prove your case. You could not come to, defend your case. You are sending people, covering their faces. Can you see how shameful that you people can be? How shameful you are. That is what Nigeria is known for. Corruption, terrorism. This is who Tinubu and the former president of Nigeria is. They are worse than evil. Muhammadu Buhari and this Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they are worse than evil. I'm telling you. Now, these are the people who went to pay money to the evil brothers of ours, so that they can come and testify against Mazi Simon Ekpa. These are the men who said, Simon is a terrorist. Simon is terrorizing the southeast. Simon is terrorizing the whole Nigeria. Simon is killing Nigerian soldiers. These are the men who said it. But they could not come to that same Finland when the opportunity set itself in to come and defend their cases. That is how you know how corrupt Nigeria is. Nigeria is a very corrupt country, I'm telling you. And today, look at it. The people that they paid money, including Ogen Kerry, the people that they paid huge amount of money to come and destroy what we are doing. You can see how they started exposing themselves. Because of greed. Because of greed. Ogen Kerry refuses to bring enough money out so that they will share within themselves. You know, when I said these people were shouting, attacking me. But my words may not be meaningful to some of you. But because you people are very shameless. Very shameless indeed. You don't have shame. Adadi Orama came out the other day now insulting APM. You think you don't know who we are? You think we have forgotten all the evil that you have done to us? You think so? You think so? We have everything in record, and I'm telling you, you can never escape this. None of you will escape it. Vam claimed that, the whole turnaround in the whole, Brigade fallout now, the same Brigade that told us that Mazi Simon Ekpa told them. The reason of this fallout, and you see, the reason of this whole misunderstanding in their group is because of one thing. They went to Finland and the Prime Minister told them one thing. One thing, and that is that thing that he told them that is destroying their cabals. These are the people that were looking that you thought were looking for Biafra for you. When the Daddy Orama comes to talk, you see people telling her, ride on, the terrorists. Have you ever seen an Hausa man calling themselves terrorists? Have you ever anywhere in the Yoruba land calling the Yoruba indigenous person a terrorist? Why is it that it's only the Igbos that call themselves terrorists, and whereas we are the most loving and peaceful people in the world? That is what Odade Arama is calling Ngozi Orakwe. That is what Odade Arama and Van is calling the USB, that Odade Arama went to Finland to be a signatory to. And you allow the same terrorists to come to Finland. This is how they play. This is how they roll. This is their game. This is who they are. When I tell you that these people are worse than evil, you think we're joking. They are animals. They don't care about humans. I told you. Van is acting because he was giving money. All these people that you see attacking Ngozi Oraveze, attacking me, attacking Chuk Survivor, attacking Ugo 247, and every Biafran people that, talk about the evil that they are doing, all of them have been paid. They can't pay me for my freedom. It's not possible, not on this planet Earth, I'm telling you. I can never be paid for my freedom. As long as I voted to leave Nigeria, I am defending my own vote. Look at it. Look at the results. It started playing out. More is to come. This one that you are seeing is even small. More is to come. More is to come. These are very shameless individuals. Very shameful people indeed. People that sold their conscience to the devil. Imagine Ogenkere telling us that he asked the men on ground to stand down to prove a point. And the Nigerian government, Christopher Musa and Tinubu, went to the southeast and massacred our people without any remorse, without any provocation. And you want me to sit here and be happy? You want me to sit here and be happy?
All right, wonderful people. Welcome back to this wonderful channel where we'll bring you back-to-back update and information as it is hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you go be the first. We'll collect them. Let's go down to the news proper. As it is hot, you don't share for the Obodo. IPOB demands end to Nnamdi Kanu's trial in Nigeria after Kenyan court declares rendition illegal. All right, recently the Kenyan court has declared Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria as illegal, and they have also put a bill on the Nigerian government that they are supposed to pay for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for violating his rights. Let's go down to that particular information. I don't know why it took 5 years for Kenya to be able to come up to this point. What happened 5 years ago, and today Kenya is opening up to speak the truth. What happened 5 years ago? What were they waiting for? Did anything block their mouth? But finally, we thank God that the truth is out, and those who are playing the song of Slugede will also dance the song of Slugede. In a statement signed by its Director of Legal Affairs Research and Global Communications, Barrister Ohanezendigbo Ifedi, IPOB described the Kenyan court ruling as a judicial indictment of what it called a criminal operation carried out under the watch of a former Nigerian Attorney General Abubakar Malami. The indigenous people of Biafra has said that the judgment delivered by the High Court of Kenya declaring the arrest and transfer of its leader Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria as illegal is a clear indication that the ongoing trial of Kanu in Abuja by the Nigerian government is a national disgrace as an act of terrorism and a violation of both domestic and international laws. In a statement signed by its Director of Legal Affairs, Research and Global Communication, Barrister Ohanezendigbo Ifedi, IPOB described the Kenyan court ruling as a judicial indictment of what it called a criminal operation carried out under the watch of former Nigerian Attorney General Abubakar Malami. This ruling is not merely a vindication of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's long-standing position. It is a direct judicial indictment of the lawlessness perpetrated by the Nigerian government that now exposed Nigeria to multiple counts of treaty violation, state-sponsored terrorism, and grave human rights abuses, the statement read. The ruling delivered earlier this month by the High Court in Nairobi declared that Kanu's arrest and transfer from Kenya in June 2021 violated his fundamental rights to liberty, fair hearing, and due process. The court noted that no extradition proceedings were conducted before Kanu was taken from Kenyan soil, effectively terming the act an abduction. The court's decision followed a suit filed by Kano's legal team in Kenya, alleging that he was kidnapped in Nairobi, held incommunicado, and flown to Nigeria without lawful extradition proceedings. The Kenyan government had previously denied involvement, but the count found sufficient evidence that agents had collaborated with foreign operatives in the illegal transfer. The ruling aligned with similar findings by Nigeria Federal High Court sitting in Umuahia, Abia State, which in October 2022 held that Kano's extradition rendition violated his rights and ordered his release, a judgment that has yet to be fully enforced by Nigerian authorities. Citing Section 2(3)(f) II of Nigeria's Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022, IPOB argued that the act of abducting a person in violation of an international treaty amounts to terrorism under the Nigerian law. IPOB noted that the section defines terrorism to include acts that unlawfully seizes, kidnap, or abduct any person in breach of treaties to which Nigeria is a party. Any Nigerian official, civilian, or military involved in the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya has, by operation of Nigerian law, committed an act of terrorism, the statement added. IPOB also referenced Article 12(14) of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, which prohibits the expulsion of any illegally admitted non-national without due legal process. The charter is domesticated in Nigerian law. The group urged Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja, who is currently presiding over Kano's trial, to suspend proceedings and initiate a review of the court's jurisdiction in light of the Kenyan ruling and Nigeria's law. A trial on illegality is itself illegal. A court that closes its eyes to jurisdictional abuse loses moral and legal legitimacy, IPOB declared. Kanu was arrested in Kenya in June 2021 and flown to Nigeria to face terrorism-related charges. The circumstances of his return sparked international concern and legal challenges both in Nigeria and abroad. His trial resumed despite a prior Court of Appeal ruling in October 2022, which quashed all charges and ordered his release. This ruling was later stayed by the Supreme Court pending further proceedings. In March 2025, the Nigerian government refiled amendment charges, prompting reward objection from Kano's legal team, who insist the trial lacks jurisdiction due to the illegal rendition. IPOB urged the Nigerian government to immediately terminate the prosecution and comply with judicial pronouncement from both Kenya and Nigeria. Justice must begin with an acknowledgement of wrongdoing. Nigeria must release Nnamdi Kanu and terminate this trial forthwith, or risks being permanently staying as a rogue state that has criminalized its own constitution, IPOB stated. All right, welcome back. This is coming from the IPOB family as Kenyan court has declared Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's extraordinary rendition illegal. As it is in Anambra State orders investigation after viral video shows possible anti-touting squad SSEs in response to a widely shared video that alleged depicts members of the Anambra State anti-touting squad using harsh measures against suspected touts. The state government has mandated a full investigation into the matter. The video reportedly shows the squad, known locally as Nde Akodo, engaging in what some viewers have described as brutal treatment of individuals in Onitsha, the state commercial nerve center. Despite the government's firm stance against touting, authorities have stressed the importance of ensuring that law enforcement personnel act within the bounds of legality and human rights. Dr. Law Mefo, the Commissioner for Information representing the state government, urged the public to exercise caution when consuming and sharing media contents. In this era of AI and sophisticated disinformation, we urge members of the public to always verify media content before spreading or holding same as true, he said. Dr. Mefo highlighted the administration's unwavering commitment to safeguarding citizen rights, stating the Soludo administration is committed to upholding the rights and dignity of every lawful citizen, and residents of Anambra will not allow any person or group to infringe or inflict pains unduly upon lawful citizens. All right, this is happening in Anambra State live. Of course, you know that what happens here is that onye nyela allow or choba allowance. As our people say that power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. All right, this is where I'll be winding down the curtain. And if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first. We'll collect them. Onya colonial colibia, share this news, spread it. Makana odra ademma onye fifa demma ojena elisa osia. Oflo nwanye nwanne onye fuluzo nazuko nwanne na onya ka Igbo jibilu, na onya ka Igbo ji wee na-aga n'elu, onya ka Igbo ji wee bụrụ ndị fabo. Ekene m unu rie nne na asịnụ ngwanụ ụmụnne m ka emesịa.